I've seen quite a few videos on the new Shopify and Lovable integration, and nobody has really explained yet what the pros and cons of this actually are. We will just go through and explain whether this is worth using or not. So, if you've not seen it yet, yes, you can go to Lovable. You can type in what you want. So you can say, I literally just started this store with create me a high converting Shopify store that sells ice baths as an experiment. It's a super simple prompt and it pretty much created me this whole store in one shot. Yes, I had to just go through and tell it to fix a couple of things. I had to go through and tell it to create these images afterwards. But as you can see, it's pretty good. It's very fast. It looks great, even though I've barely prompted it. But can you use it? I think is the main thing that it is pointless if you can't use it, right? So the important thing here is how does it look in Shopify? So one of the best things about Shopify is obviously the app ecosystem. You can go in and there is thousands of apps in here that do lots of different things that help you run your store and make it easy for beginners. However, when you go and connect Lovable to Shopify, which again is pretty easy to do, and you get a trial with it, when you go to edit the theme as you typically would with a normal store, you can't. So because the Lovable integration uses React, it's headless, what's called a headless setup. So you're using Shopify's back end, but you're not using Shopify's front end, essentially. So the only way of doing edits is to go back into Lovable and tell it what you want it to do. So you lose access really to the vast Shopify ecosystem. You can add apps in, but only if they have an API integration. And what you would have to do is you'd have to go into Lovable and you'd have to manually ask Lovable to hard code the app functionality into your website. So if you wanted to add Klaviyo, you would have to do that manually. You can't just go into the back end of Shopify and install Klaviyo like you normally would. So to me, that's one of the best things about Shopify, and that's what a lot of people use it. So I think to lose out on that for most stores is probably not worth doing this. Is a store that built on Lovable going to convert better? Probably, because you have the design flexibility. You're not limited to Shopify's theme blocks. Is it faster? Yes, it's a lot faster, which obviously has a significant impact on conversions. But losing out on all that functionality for me is just it's not quite there yet. However, one thing to mention, what you can do is you can actually ask Lovable to build your own apps. So I've tried this here. You can see typically to do a frequently bought together section like this, you would have to use an app, or some themes might have this built in. But I just told Lovable to build me a frequently bought together section, and it seems to have done a pretty good job of it. I can add it to the cart. It tells me how much discount I got, and you can see it's pretty good. So in summary, I think if you are comfortable with only using Lovable all of the time to make updates to your website, and when you put a sale on, when you want to change the images, obviously you can still add products and things like that in the back end of Shopify. Any back end work is still exactly the same, but on the front end of the site, the only place that you can edit it in here. So I think that is the main consideration. And for me, I don't think it's there yet. Is it going to be there soon? Probably. How Lovable decided to change this, because at the moment, I don't think it has the capabilities to code in Liquid, which is Shopify's theme code language. So, yeah, those are the considerations. I think those are the main pros and cons. Can you make an awesome store? Yes. Can you actually use it? Would you want to use it for your business every single day? Probably not. But if you want to try it, there's a link in the description of this video. And yeah, let me know what you think.